Hey, what up ladies and gents, it's your favorite Asian robot right here, and I hope the Robot Nation is doing well. Now, I know you guys have been very excited to see me stream Star Wars Jedi Star Wars Jedi Survivor, but here's the thing, a lot of the early reviews were correct. Now, this may not bother you if you are just, here to experience the storyline, but I'm probably gonna wait about a couple of weeks to actually play this, and I'm gonna tell you why. The game suffers from serious FPS drops as well as looking visually not that great. Okay, I have RTX 3080, alright, and my settings right now, most games will still look fantastic on high. I should not have to play on epic settings just to get a game to look fantastic, but let's take a look at epic settings, okay? So epic settings with super resolution set to quality, okay? But we're going to tone it down to balance just to show you, because most people will be playing on balance. So top settings, balanced. We've taken off film grain, motion blur, chromatic aberration, all that kind of stuff. Camera shake, I always minimize it, so I've just set it to 20% just in case. All right. These are the settings I'm playing with. HDR off because it makes everything look really funky. All right. This is how the game looks. Now, the starting screen, perfect 60 FPS. The problem is once you actually get into game, although the combat and most of it is smooth, the game looks a bit like a visual disaster. Okay, as like the lighting is weird. Now, of course, I've got ray tracing off because the game definitely cannot handle that. All right.
You got us to the senator. Sounds like he wants to double my cut. That right, BD?
So we go this way. Let's get straight into combat.
I got your back, Cal.
Now, for the most part, combat is smooth enough. Like this part, that's great. This part is not a it's not a problem with the whole FPS. That one's the slowdown mode, which will happen naturally as you fight. The problem is that as you progress and go, certain cutscenes, things like that. Oh, sorry, went the wrong way. Certain cutscenes and things like that will result in FPS drops. And overall, as you can see, while Cal is running, his character model doesn't look smooth, and like there's just a lot of lines. It could be the lighting, but I don't know why. It just looks disgusting to look at, which I am just not a fan of. All right, let me figure out which way am I supposed to go. Oh shoot, am I supposed to go like on a different pathway or something? No, I am indeed supposed to run across that and to the left. I'm assuming this is said board. Okay. Got rid of the Imperial patrols. Ah, this is the one. So like all of this, it doesn't look bad, but as you can see, it's not 100%. Like if you're starting to see that it won't be 100% in 60 FPS. Like you get like 45-ish or so. As you load into areas as well, there's some serious slowdown. But the thing I can't get over the most is that Cal Kestis' model while running just looks janky. It doesn't look smooth. Like maybe they need some anti-aliasing in there. There you go. There's a slowdown there. Lots of frame rate drops here.
I just bet the twins of the senator had you in there stuffed and mounted.
Hey, I want a cut of that.
Hey, Cal, if you die, I get the mantis, right?
Sorry, Gabs. Not mine to give.
So what's the plan?
That yacht's a Sayonara Ram City.
Senator has military intel.
Okay, I'm gonna pause here and I'll show you more examples of the drops in a little bit. Okay, so following on from the whole
Maybe next time you'll check for certificates before
where am I supposed to go? Oh, this way. Okay, yeah, so now that I've resumed the recording, because it's past the cutscene and whatnot, you can kind of see
What am I looking for?
the janky graphics of like the flames in the back, stuff like that. It just looks weird.
I think I can.
I don't know. I wasn't expecting this, but I guess I shouldn't have been surprised after the way that Wild Hearts launched. And this is I bought through EA, so I'm not having as many of the problems as the Steam people are, but definitely, as far as I can tell, things aren't exactly that great. And this is at epic settings. This is the highest possible settings for your graphics. Okay, this is how it looks at epic quality with fidelity, super resolution, and balanced. Let me change it to quality now. All right.
Can you tell the twins to pull down the yacht?
And as you can see, the FPS drops are even worse. So this is with a 3080. Now I'm not overheating or anything, but overall it's just not exactly the greatest experience right now. I would wait until they patch the optimization because there are some clear issues. Now let's take the graphical settings all the way down to how I would normally play most video games. And this is because if I want to stream it, I obviously don't play the highest settings so that, you know, there's less of a GPU load. Now, even with just high, you can see that the game looks even more disgusting.
I'm always careful.
And with fidelity, super resolution, and balanced, this does not seem like a AAA game. Like, graphically speaking, this should not be the way. All right. Now let's take off windowed full screen mode. We're gonna go full screen mode. Resolution is 1440p. All right.
Nice job, Cal. Hop on. We'll bring you down.
Oop. Is that not the way to go? My bad.
I'm on Gabs.
Is that where I'm supposed to go? Okay, there we go.
Yacht's all yours.
Yeah, in full screen mode, things are a little bit better, just so you know. But there are still drops.
Cruise in position, Cal. Ready to break open this Ramsidian. You coming? Crew's waiting on you, Slowpoke.
How exactly am I supposed to... Where am I supposed to go? God, this is ridiculous.
And now, time
Yeah,
for me and
here's
my
another
lovely
slowdown. And
assistant
this is
to show you
full
how it's
screen,
done.
balanced, high. Like, the slowdowns are there and it just breaks the whole feeling of, you know, playing a smooth AAA game. So for the price, which my fans sponsored for me, it's really not worth it for me to stream it right now because unless you have an absolute beast of a machine, like if you're Dr. Disrespect, this is going to be a very poor experience for you and you're just not going to have a good time. If you really want to see the storyline, maybe you can ignore it, but for me, graphics are too important. Like, so I'm just like...
You will give me access to your terminal.
I can't.
See, what does this do?
You can trust us. We're all friends here. Unlock it.
We're all friends here. I can trust you. I will unlock the terminal.
I don't know, guys. You can make your own conclusions after seeing this, but as far as I can tell, it is not worth it right now. All right. Thank you very much for watching this video of mine. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Well, not enjoyed it, I guess, in a twisted way. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But I think my disappointment with this is palpable, and I am so saddened. Like, I have been looking forward to playing this for a long time, and I was so excited when my fans got it all sponsored for me and everything was good, and then, well, this little disaster happened. And I'm so saddened that the early reviews were right. It now sits at mostly negative on Steam. If you want to check that out for yourself, you can. But I am just so saddened right now because the FPS drops are terrible. If I'm lucky, I just paid for the standard edition because yeah, it's just. If you know what, before we go, you know, I know I already said the like, share, and subscribe bit, but just take a look at some of the reviews, okay? I'll read them for you because they're teeny tiny and it'll be hard to actually see them. But here, have a look. All right, this is what people are saying. First one, Star Wars CPU Survivor, and product received for free. Like, bruh, you received this for free. Are you kidding me? So far, the loading screen is pretty okay. I have no idea what's like past the title screen because it doesn't load past that. Okay, latest drivers, I can get around 30 FPS. Amazing, right? Runs like my ass after Taco Bell. Game's extremely fun, but performs terribly. 3090 FE, yep, constant 30 FPS in some areas, giving consistent 45. This is at 1440p. Lowering the settings and using FSR didn't make a tiny bit of difference. Goes up to like 19 GB of VRAM. It's a rad game, but definitely want to wait unless you have 24 GB of VRAM and don't mind playing games at 30 FPS. First era ran horribly, especially for an RTX 3070. Gameplay goes hard though. Pick it up for sale or when the performance improves. After the first world, it ran perfectly fine. RTX 2070. Currently 3 hours in the game. Haven't had any stuttering while playing on a 3070. Not sure if I got lucky, but I've been loving the game. Didn't think this was going to get any comments, let alone this many. I'm only playing on 1080p with everything on Epic and getting 45 FPS constantly. I'm on a laptop 3070, so I know it's not as good as desktop version. But you see, this person admits that it's 45 constantly. No, games need to be at 60 FPS constantly. 3070 Ti. I'm running on default high settings with ray tracing disabled. But yeah, it seems very hit or miss when you can play at a stable frame rate. I don't believe these ones because I don't feel that they are correct. The game performs very poor on the first planet you start on. After that planet, the game seems very optimized. I'm getting 100 frames, all ultra on the second planet you travel to. Give it a chance to get past the first planet to see a dramatic performance change. Don't refund either. One patch can fix all optimization issues. Not trying to lick ass, but this game is so good. So you can decide for yourself, but those are the reviews that are there. For me personally, this is definitely the first planet, but it kind of breaks the whole thing because it looks yucky. So yeah, I would absolutely give it a chance if you really desperately want to see stuff. But having played this for about an hour, well, 2 hours roughly, considering the time it took me to film this as well and get everything done, it is not on my recommended list right now. I would wait a couple of weeks until a patch comes in at least to optimize the first planet. And then maybe I can get to the second planet and then see the optimization there. For now though, thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one.